Okay, but not a flowing performance as we've been used to, but it's a win, and it's a win in the Vase. That's what counts.
Yeah, to a degree, yeah. I think, I've just said to them in there that start the day, we want to be in the next round. We've achieved that. We've kept a clean sheet. That's another positive for us. But the rest of it, the sooner we forget about it, the better. Wasn't good enough standard-wise for us, and not just because at the end of the day the pitch wasn't conducive to playing. It was awfully bobbly. But that to one side is, irrelevant. I think we made poor decisions in good areas of the pitch. I thought we lacked some real enthusiasm today. We closed the ball down exceptionally well Tuesday and the week before. Today, nowhere near it. So, like I've said to them, at the end of the day, there's a bigger picture to this as well. It's not just about winning every game and going into the next round. There is a bigger picture of progression, and I want to see us progress week in, week out. And today we've taken a big step backwards in their performance. All right, we've got the win, but the performance was nowhere near where it should be.
Having said that, we probably created enough chances in the first half to be maybe 2 up.
And if we'd have played a better team, no disrespect to Barden, if we'd have played a team with a little bit more quality, we'd have found ourselves 2 or 3 down. So, like I said, it's swings and roundabouts. It balances itself out eventually. I think we have swerved a bullet today because I didn't think it was a penalty. So, like I said, we've swerved one today and we've got away with it. And that's not going to happen every week. So, and as good as we've been, it's irrelevant. It's only good as your last game, and as of our last game, we were poor today, extremely poor.
Is there no part of you thinking it's we haven't played well, but it's good because they've managed to win?
Yeah, that's what I said. We're happy we're in the next round. That was the aim of the day, was to get into the next round. But like I said to you, it's progression, and we haven't progressed today. We've taken steps backwards from the recent games, and I've just said to them in there, maybe it's maturity, maybe it's because this is still a little bit new. We're still a young side, but at the end of the day, it's the same team that went and played exceptionally well at Walsallwood on Tuesday, exceptionally well the week before that, and it's about maintaining the standards. And it wasn't about the fact that it wasn't a pitch conducive to playing nice football. It was more about the fact that, for me, we looked laboured. We looked half a yard short of where we should be. And so that's not good enough, and that's not acceptable. And like I said, we've got players who are waiting to come in, and with the way things work, we're happy to change things around if we let people drop their standards. And it won't happen for more than a game, because if they do it for a second game, then we'll change it. We've got players on the bench waiting to come on. So, like I said, it's not about that. You want to stay in this team. If you want to stay in this team, then you do the basics, and the basics are that when you turn up, you put in a shift in. And I think all across the pitch today, we lacked a little bit.
Well, if we look to league action, we got a tough one on Saturday, haven't we, with Long Eaton? So obviously, be expecting the players to put a much better performance.
Yeah, like I said, if we don't, it's going to be extremely hard for us again. So like I said, we need to be more. What's the word? I don't know. More. Just meaner, tougher. Like I said, because the pitch. This is a good pitch for this time of the year, and it's going to get worse. And their pitches are going to be worse. And if that's how we play, because we're thinking, the pitch ain't great, they've got to get it out of their head. They've got to get it out of their head, and it's purely about. This is nothing to do with the pitch. This is about how we conduct ourselves on the pitch and how we close teams down. And we didn't close them down today. Not at all. Not anywhere on the pitch did we close anybody down. I thought the back 4-5 defended stoutly, and they got in the way, and they blocked, and they won headers, and that's what they're there to do. But even there were times from them today where they were a little bit all over the place first half, not so much second, more in the first. So like I said, we things to learn, things to work on, and we knew it wasn't going to be, we've been on a great run, another win today, but I also look at performance. It's not just about results for me. They'll be like, we've won the game, what's he worried about? It's not about that, because it breeds complacency. We don't want to be complacent, because we can't afford to be. Simple as. We just can't afford to be complacent. So we've got to make sure that this week that we give them a rest, because it's been a long couple of weeks again with games and travelling and stuff like that. So we give them a rest this week at some point, but we'll discuss the games. We may not train as hard as we have done, but we'll discuss the games. We'll have a look at some footage if we get it, and then we'll prepare on Thursday ready for Saturday.
Before the game, Westfield's announced the 2 7-day notices that have been batted around between the club. What are your thoughts on that?
Thoughts is that we feel that coming from our side is that the player we've put 7 days in for will help us. He's a different player to what we've got already. At the end of the day, we'll have discussions next week, and if it's something that he wants to do, then hopefully we can bring him and add him to the squad that we've got. If it's something he doesn't want to do, then he'll stay where he is. We'll wait and see when we speak to him. As for the other one with Sam, You know, at the end of the day, Sam's been involved today, but I know that Sam wants to play. But unfortunately, Sam isn't available during the week for training, and that's hard for us because we've got lads who come and train twice a week and they work hard, and for then someone to come who doesn't train at all and be involved is difficult. But I don't want to see him go. But I'm sure that if he wants to play, I've spoken to him today about it and told him to ring them straight away. I'm not worried about the 7 days. To ring them today or tomorrow, or whatever, and speak to Sean. And if Sean can offer him a game every week and that's what he wants, then that's up to Sam, and we wish him all the best when he goes across. But I'd like him to stay, of course I would, because he's a good lad and he's a good player, and he would enhance our squad. And obviously, if we have any injuries or stuff like that, like we've had today, he's come and sat on the bench, and obviously it was just a shame we couldn't get him on. But you know, like I said, if that's the case and he does move on, he moves on, and that's what happens a lot in this league. So, like I said, we've put 7 days in for a lad that we think will add to our group, and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then we'll move on to the next one.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Okay.